Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm Cindy Simmons and this is Coffee Convo Wednesday. And to you I say cheers and happy 5th of July, the day after 4th of July. I thought I would choose a black and white Jack Skellington Nightmare Before Christmas mug this morning to contrast the red and white stripes. I was feeling a little patriotic today since yesterday was the 4th of July. Speaking of, how did you guys sleep last night? Because I think most people have to work today, if I'm not mistaken, unless you took off the rest of the week, which good for you if you did that, because that would be like a really extended holiday weekend, I guess. And were your doggies and animals okay? Because I know that can be really stressful on them when the fireworks are going off and they go and hide under beds and couches, and the animals do not like the fireworks. So were you up late last night? I was not. My husband worked really early in the morning, so yeah, I didn't stay up late and watch fireworks because I'm old and I'm tired and I didn't want to stay up and watch fireworks. Is that unpatriotic of me? Speaking of, thank you to all of the service women and men who have given us our freedom, and for them, we give them a big fat cheers and say thank you for letting us have freedom. Let freedom ring, and happy 4th of July. Okay, so much to talk about today, but I do have to tell you, hey, coffee, saw on the news this morning that it could be a good, as I have obviously had too much and can't speak, it could be a good part of your diet. Saw some new research, although tomorrow will probably be coffee's bad for you. You know how like one day bacon's great for you, then bacon, okay, maybe they never say bacon's great for you. Maybe that's all in my head. Bacon's good for you. But you know, like one day eggs are good for you, and then it's eggs are bad, and then it's coffee's good for you. Coffee's bad. Well, today apparently coffee is good for you, so I'm gonna take it and drink my coffee. Couple things to talk about on Coffee Convo Wednesday today, but first I have to ask you a fashion question, because I bought this shirt because I'm kind of obsessed with stripes, black and white stripes, and also black and white polka dots. And because I'm obsessed with stripes, I thought, this is cute, and I got it online somewhere. I promise you it was like $5.99, $7.99. But then I started looking at it, and here are a couple things it reminded me of. So I wanted to know what you thought of this shirt. Should I keep it or should I donate it? Because this came to mind when I put it on this morning. This also came to mind when I put it on this morning. And then this guy came to mind when I put this shirt on this morning. But my favorite was, is it too much like Waldo? I mean, the stripes are a little thinner, but I love red. Red has become my new favorite color, I think because I'm obsessed with red lipstick. But is it too much like Waldo? Where's Waldo? Find Waldo, whatever his name is. I guess it's just Waldo. But I feel like I'm in one of those, the magazines, like People magazine. Who wore it better, Waldo or Cindy from Coffee Convo Wednesday? All right, I'm totally digressing. All right, on the show today, a couple of fun things to talk about. You can comment below and let me know what you think. Maybe I'm just being a dork today. Where's Cindy? That's exactly right. All right, so number one on the list, why is this the only day that it happens? So as I've mentioned on the show before, I currently live in Atlanta, and we're heading to Florida for our next big life adventure, really for no other reason than our family is just like, hey, let's live life big and let's move to Florida because we love the beach, and Disney's there, so that's a bonus. Some of our best friends are there, so we're excited to make the move. Well, when you're moving state to state, obviously we have to drive back and forth and back and forth and back and forth to figure some things out. So we went over the weekend, went to Florida, and of course we're driving back on Sunday. And on Sunday, particularly Sunday, I always get a craving for Chick-fil-A. All right, I really truthfully could eat Chick-fil-A every single day. And I know in my head, logically, it makes sense why they're closed on Sunday. I'm Christian, I get it, I support it, but why is it that when I really want Chick-fil-A, it's Sunday? It's like my body just knows. It's Sunday, let's eat Chick-fil-A. Oh. Hey, it's Sunday, what do you guys want to do for lunch? After church, let's go to... road trip. All right, we're driving back from Florida. Let's stop and get some Chick-fil-A. Does this happen to anyone else? Is this like a thing? Because I feel like, and like I said, I want to qualify all of this. I could eat Chick-fil-A every day. For real, I could. But it's like I crave it extra crave it on Sunday. So, I mean, no hate to Chick-fil-A, no shade, because I love me some CFA. But it's always on Sunday that I really want it. I'm just throwing that out there. All right, number 2 on the list today. I was wondering if someone could please invent this for me. I would like to invent it, but as we've talked about in other Coffee Convo Wednesday shows, I don't have this talent. So I tried to get my 11-year-old daughter to invent this when they had like Invention Day at school last year. I would like someone to invent, I guess you would call it a divider. All right, so picture this. If you've ever been in a limousine and you know the person driving the limousine, that's me driving a limousine, and then they press a little button and the thing goes zzz, and it goes up between the driver and then the people in the limousine. Now, why haven't car makers made one of those for regular cars for people with kids? Right? Because as we were doing this road trip this weekend and the kids are in the back seat, and I love my children, because I know they watch sometimes. I love you, but why haven't car makers made like a divider thing that parents could just press in the front? Or even if you just were going with another couple and they wanted to have a private conversation, you could do that too. But mostly would be used for kids, I guess. But you're in the car driving with your significant other, spouse, whoever, and your kids are right there in the back seat. You would just press the buttons, and maybe you could hear a little bit, like monitor them so you would know what's going on because you want to keep an eye on them. But if you pressed a button and zzz came up, then you would have your privacy. They would have their, loud zone or whatever you want to call it. And I do parent my kids, so in case you're saying, well, just parent your kids and tell them to be quiet. I do, and they are, and they're not horrible kids by any means. It's just what my brain was thinking, and that's what you do when you're in a car for 6, 7 hours. You start to think of crazy things, and then you look at your significant other, as I did. I looked at my husband. I said, husband of mine, wouldn't it be great if we could come up with like a divider situation? Or maybe it's like an add-on after you buy your car, sort of like how you can, I don't know, what can you buy after your car? Like you buy a DVD player. Like say you didn't get the DVD player in the back of your seat. Like we don't have that, but we have a portable DVD player. Like maybe it's one of those things, like kind of how they have like the little thing for dogs in the back seat where it's like a bed, like a net bed or something that you can hook up. Maybe it's like one of those things that somehow you can just stick it in there, like shove it in there. And then there's just, I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there to you because someone watching this Coffee Convo Wednesday has to be way smarter than I am. That's probably all of you. And someone has to invent this. It's such a great idea, right? Right? Surely I couldn't have been the only one who has thought about this before. A divider in the car. Okay. And then last on Coffee Convo Wednesday, did you see this picture that has gone viral of the mom who pierced her baby's cheek? Look, right there. You see it? Yeah, and now you're all going, ah! Yeah, and that is what all of the internets did when they saw this picture with the piercing in the cheek. It's not real. It's not real, people. It's not real. But this mom of this little girl posted this picture and she said on Facebook, so I got the baby girl's dimple pierced. Oh, emoji, that emoji. It looks so cute, right? I just know she's gonna love it. She'll thank me when she's older, LOL. If she decides she doesn't like it, she could just take it out. No big deal. So she goes on and on and on and says, I'm the parent, she's my child, I'll do whatever I want, blah, 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 blah. My baby, my choice, parents' rights, don't you? So, and then she does all of these hashtags. Bodily integrity, my body, my choice, human rights, children's rights, and then hashtag sarcasm. So she was being sarcastic when she did this, But apparently people didn't read any part of that. And then, of course, you know how everyone can be on the internet. So judgy-wudgy. Look, there is kind of a story behind why she did this. She was interviewed by Yahoo, and she said, "I can't believe how many people actually believe my photo is real. So many people are outraged at the thought of piercing my baby at such a young age without her consent and against her will. Yet they don't understand how other body mutilations, alterations, and modifications are the exact same thing for the exact same reason, aesthetic purposes." While she does make a good point that it's not illegal to pierce your baby's cheek, just like it's not illegal to pierce your baby's ears. And I guess, you know, if people wanted to pierce your baby's nose, I would think people would freak out about that too. So she kind of has a motive and a reason that she did that, and that's her. I have no judgment there. You do you, and you you know, get behind whatever you believe in, and that's good. But the reason I wanted to talk about it was because, okay, yes, could someone have done that and maybe have done that? Sure, yes, absolutely, and people would still be horrified. But she was doing it for attention and to draw attention to what she believes in, and then I guess she's, you know, against body alterations and whatnot. And so she talked a lot about that, and you can Google her and read the whole article. I'm sure you can just Google baby face piercing and then read the whole story. But for me, this is just about, when did we become so judgy as a society and so mean on the internet? I saw a story today on the news. Ed Sheeran, the singer, he quit Twitter because he's just over mean people. He's over people being mean. And it's just in this world of this digital age we live in, where people hide behind a computer and their keyboard, and they're mean to people they know. They're mean to people mostly that they do not know. And my mom and I always talk about this. Where did we become so judgy that we would say something so mean to someone and then just, I guess, hope that we never get caught? But that shouldn't be why we say anything. Like, you should always say something that you would say to the person's face. And I try to teach this to my daughters all the time, because I have 2 daughters. And I always try to say, hey, whatever you're going to say it with kindness. And I try to abide by that too. I never want to hurt someone's feelings. So I never want to say anything to, say, a friend of mine that I wouldn't say to the other person's face who I was talking about, because you don't want to do that. And I guess, I don't know, I'm not trying to be preachy, but I don't know, just a reminder that, okay, she didn't really do it, and maybe is that a little extreme for attention for what, you know, the cause is that she believes in. Okay, sure, that's fine. That could be my opinion. But I would never get on a computer and say something ugly to someone I do not know. I just don't believe in that. And I feel like we could just all be a little kinder to each other, a little softer to each other. So like I said, if you want to read her story and why she did, and again, it's a Photoshop. It's not real. And if you look really close at the picture, you can tell it's not real. She just made a joke about piercing her daughter's dimple. So there you go. Just things that are weighing on my heart today that I wanted to share with you. And that is Coffee Convo Wednesday. I did want to share with you too, something else, a little free coffee, because it's called Coffee Convo Wednesday. And I've had people ask me if I'm going to be doing Coffee Convo Wednesday once we move to Florida. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I'm going to continue doing Coffee Convo Wednesday every Wednesday morning with my big obnoxious mugs, which, don't forget, if you send me a big obnoxious mug, I will send you a t-shirt in return. I just got someone who emailed me the other day and said, I found a great mug for you. I'm going to send it to you. And I'm sending her a t-shirt. So just shoot me an email. You can go over to survivingmommy.com. But for, let me focus here, for your free coffee, all you have to do is share this video and tag one person. Share this Coffee Convo Wednesday, tag one person. I'll come through and like, so that you know that I've seen your entry. You can tag as many people as you want, but really you only have to tag one person. So share the video, tag one person. You will be entered to win some free coffee, and then I will pick the winner this Friday. I always forget the date. Friday, July 7th at 5 p.m. And I will notify you to let you know if you won, because we're trying to spread the Coffee Convo Wednesday word. Positivity and kindness is what I'm all about on this show, and having fun and being dorky, Me and my who wore it better? Waldo or me? Thanks for hanging out with me on Coffee Convo Wednesday. Follow me on all of the socials at Surviving Mommy. And if you missed any of the Coffee Convo Wednesday shows, head over to my YouTube channel. Lots of fun stuff happening over there. I think I've had too much coffee. I promise you it's just coffee in there. Head over to YouTube and search Cindy Simmons and you can watch all of the Coffee Convo Wednesdays there. So good luck on the free coffee and happy 5th of July. Happy July to you and hope you're all enjoying your summer. I will see you next week. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye. Cheers.